Hey guys, my name's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, please subscribe. I would love to have you here. I'm just going to be doing an updated pregnancy video, just a little bit about my pregnancy. I'm in the second trimester, nearing towards the third trimester. I am 25 weeks tomorrow, so crazy how fast this is flying by, and our nursery is pretty much done already. So I'm so excited. I'll be showing like the nursery and everything very soon, but let's get into the video. So I guess just a little update. I have really just enjoyed pregnancy. Honestly, sometimes I forget that I am pregnant, which I know is very frustrating to some people out there who have very severe symptoms of pregnancy. But I will say I have not like thrown up or been sick, and honestly I think it's because of the supplements I've been taking and just staying active, and also probably some of that is genetic because my mom did not get sick when she was pregnant with me or my brother, so maybe that has to do with it as well. But I have just been loving it. I will say some of my symptoms. I'm not gonna say I don't have any bad symptoms because that would be a lie. So the number one symptoms that I have is definitely congestion. Breathing through my nose has been so hard, especially when I lay down to go to sleep, because that's the most when you're breathing only through your nose, and being laying down, it's harder to breathe. So every night I've been doing saline spray, peppermint oil under my nose and on my chest and back of my neck. Seems to help get me to sleep, but then I do sometimes wake up like having trouble to breathe through my nose and stuff. I do sleep propped up sometimes, but honestly my neck hurts so bad when I do that I'd rather have it be harder to breathe than have my neck hurt in the morning, you know. So that's been the struggle, but I will say that has been kind of the main thing that's been annoying. In the first trimester I had the weirdest thing for the first maybe it was week 8. I was so itchy in my legs. Like, it was crazy. I thought I was having some kind of like medical condition. I forget the name of it, but it wasn't that, because that can only happen in your third trimester, and this was like only 8 weeks of pregnancy. So I'm like, okay, it's not that, but this is so freaking weird. So it must have had to do with hormones, because it did go away. Anytime I would use lotion, it would kind of help, but also kind of make it worse. I tried aloe vera, but please let me know if you've had that. That was one weird symptom where my legs were just so itchy and like I could not stop, and like kind of rashes. So I do wonder if that was something to do with hormones. But I haven't really had crazy cravings. I've been loving hot Cheetos though, and like eating it with sour cream, or not sour cream, with cottage cheese. The Good Culture cottage cheese is so good. It has a lot of protein in it. But the hot Cheetos obviously are not the healthy thing. So every now and then I'll have like some hot Cheetos, but that's kind of the main weird, I guess, pregnancy craving with both those two together. And then just anything like fruit and homemade chocolate chip cookies, which is so funny because that's what my mom craved with me. But that is just my go-to, and anytime I'm eating a chocolate chip cookie, she is kicking a ton. That's another thing. I can feel her. I think around 20 to 21 weeks was like the first time we could feel her from the outside. Maybe around 18 weeks or 17 weeks I felt her inside, but from the outside my husband could feel it at 21 weeks, and we just looked at each other like, what? Like, it was the first time we had felt it on the outside, and she kicked his hand so hard. So crazy stuff. And we are having a girl. I know the last time I think I posted was our gender reveal, so it is a girl. I can't believe it. When I popped the balloon the first time when we did our gender reveal, just Josh and I literally thought it was the wrong color. I'm like, there's no way that this is a girl. What? Like, I don't know. I was adding boy things to my registry. I was so confident that it was a boy. I mean, a girl. I was so confident it was a boy, but wrong. So yes, we have the nursery set up as well, and we do have a name. Let me know if you want me to do names we love but won't be using. I can do that video as well very soon. But girl names are hard. I think boy names are harder for us to choose though. So I don't know. I've kind of always had this name in my head, and it's gonna be her name, which I'm excited to share when she's born. and I'm excited to share her middle name as well. So that's that. As far as feeling good, I will say I highly recommend taking beef liver during your pregnancy. I did have a miscarriage in January, and I started taking beef liver right after that to really just up my fertility, get back on track, get my hormones on track. My husband was taking it. This is like the God-given fertility supplement. I feel like beef liver is talked about all the time for just normal nutrition needs and hormones and just balancing everything within your body, but also for fertility. So this is actually my prenatal. I take 6 of these, or sometimes a little bit more or less depending on the day. I'm not too strict with 6 every day. But this is an amazing source of folate, copper, which is great for fertility, a source of B vitamins, so many different vitamins obviously, and iron. Most prenatals don't have iron in them, so you're also supplementing with iron usually for pregnancy. So I love that it's all in here, and my prenatal smelled worse than these do, and I had to take 8 of those. I was taking the needed prenatal before I switched over to this. So anyways, I think that this is really what's contributing to me feeling so good. Just so much energy. I feel like, I don't know, balanced. I'm also taking an adrenal cocktail and greens powder every day with a probiotic. So just really staying on top of those supplements, even though it can be a lot, especially in the first trimester when you're not feeling good. Definitely try to stay on top of it even before you're pregnant, because they say the lack of B vitamins and vitamins and nutrients in general is the cause of morning sickness. That's what they say. You know, the less nutrients you have, the more your body is gonna really have a hard time in the first trimester. So I am very thankful for this. This is not sponsored, but I do love Ancestral brand. Also the Heart and Soil brand is amazing as well. So that's that. As far as working out, now that I'm in the second trimester, I've had a lot more energy, and I really hope it doesn't go away in the third trimester. I'll still stay active and work out though. But I have been going to hot Pilates every single week. I try to go 4 to 5 times a week if I'm lucky, usually around 4, but I am just loving it, and anything Pilates bar related is just amazing. I've been going to Hot Bar is what it's called. So it's amazing. It's in an infrared sauna. It gets to about 85 degrees, which is totally fine. Of course, you know, consult with your doctor, but anything over 90 degrees you don't really want to be working out in when you're pregnant. And I do have a fan in the room with me, a little like stroller fan that I put on the bar, and it's just so great. So infrared sauna has so many benefits for your body when you're not pregnant, and now that I am pregnant, I definitely feel just such a difference in working out, and then also being in the infrared sauna while working out. But all of those moves for Pilates and bar are going to help you with birth and labor so much, and just your pelvic floor and all of that. So if you are interested in doing workouts during pregnancy, I highly suggest YouTubing like Pilates or bar class, or like prenatal bar or Pilates. So I've been doing that, and then every now and then I'll do strength training with weights. I'll do body pump at the gym, so lifting about 20 to 30 pounds in like lower reps, and then Pilates is 8 pounds at the most, and then as low as 2 pounds. Usually you're only using 2 or 3 pounds in that Pilates class, but that's that. And then a little update on like birthing classes and chiropractic care and things that I'm doing for all of that. So I am seeing a chiropractor. They also specialize in breastfeeding classes and classes you can bring your baby to. So I love that is an option for when baby is here. I'm doing the birthing course, or the breastfeeding course, through my chiropractor. Her name is Dr. Steph. They are at Cafe of Life in San Diego in Pacific Beach if you ever want to check them out. She's amazing. But I have been feeling so good. I've been going only 2 times a month, which I think is totally fine if you can feasibly or financially do every week. I think that would be amazing. But I'm doing 2 times a month, so every other week, and towards the end of pregnancy I will up that to maybe every week. So I'm excited. I've been feeling really good. I haven't had like sciatica pain yet. I'm gonna say yet because you never know. And I have had a little bit of hip / back pain on my left side. It was only about 1 week, and then when I went back to the chiropractor, it has been gone ever since then. But I also have been stretching, so making sure that you're stretching at night is a great tip as well if you can't see the chiropractor. But I do suggest that, especially if you are leaning towards laboring as long as you can at home, which is my goal. So leading into that, I am going to be doing a birth course. I'm going to be doing actually the pain-free birth course online, and I also might do one in person at our local birth center. I am going to be giving birth in a hospital, but I'm very excited to be doing the birth center classes because in person I think is great, especially with your husband. So your husband can be there. That's the main reason why I want to go to these, because I don't know what to tell my husband on how to help me and support me through labor. So I'm like, please teach him everything in this class. So besides the birth class, what we're also doing to help just with labor and while I'm in labor is I have hired a doula, and she is also a montress or montrese is how you say it, I don't know, which basically means not only is she a certified doula, but she was also a nurse practitioner in the hospital, and so she has the ability to check my cervix if needed. So while we are laboring at home, she can come to my house and help me with labor for those hours of labor, and then if needed, if I'm unsure if I want to go to the hospital yet, we can always check me just to make sure I'm far enough along, since the hospital will turn you away if you're under like 3 centimeters. So I want to make sure, you know, it's go time. And so I love that she is specialized in that, and acupuncture and prenatal massage, things like that. That's going to help with labor. The awesome thing about hiring a doula as well is that they are going to most likely, if you're in the same case as me, mine is going to be staying with, you know, I'm going to have contact with her for the few weeks after birth as well. So she would help with breastfeeding, she would help with the baby, you know, any tips maybe for sleeping, any tips for me for recovery. So I love that you don't just give birth and your doula is gone. You do have access to them and their knowledge a few weeks after you give birth as well, for that like 4th trimester is what they say it is called. So I'm very excited about that, and I'm just, you know, slowly prepping for birth and labor. I think if there's any tip I could have is to just set up your registry sooner than your 3rd trimester. We are pretty much like almost done with the nursery, and I am 25 weeks, so I'm almost to the 3rd trimester point where I think things are going to slow down for me physically. I'm going to feel more tired, you know, larger, obviously, with baby getting bigger, and the last thing I want to do is like help build my have my husband help me build like furniture, or, you know, tell my husband what to do with the organization of the clothes, or just do anything with the nursery. I'm probably not going to want to do that. So I just think that is a good tip to just do that now, and then now I can spend the 3rd trimester prepping for labor instead of like nursery things. We still need to organize her dresser and closet, but I think I can tackle that soon. So that's a little tip. If you ever have questions for me, you can always ask me on Instagram. I'm much more active on there, and you can ask me down below in the comments as well. I am just so excited. Like I said before, I did have a miscarriage in January, and if that is you and you are currently trying again for a baby, I just want to say my prayers go out to you, and just hopes for you and your husband to you know, have that baby, you know, that rainbow baby. And I know it might seem like impossible at this point because maybe you're feeling defeated after that miscarriage, but I just want to say that you can do this, and your health is so important. You know, a lot of hospitals might turn to medical intervention right away, but there are so many options for supplements and holistic healing and all the things that are so good for you, chiropractic care, all the things that I would suggest before going that route. But we're so excited. Can't believe it's girl, but she's gonna be here in January 2024. So I hope you guys liked this video and enjoyed it. Oh, I figured I would share the apps that I've been liking too for pregnancy. The What to Expect app, which she is the size of an eggplant, so longer than a ruler, which is like 13 inches. And 1.5 pounds or more. So crazy. She's the size of an eggplant. It also shows you other sizes, like the size of a baseball glove. Crazy. And then the other app that I like besides What to Expect is Pregnancy Plus, and I don't know if this one is free, I can't remember, but it's kind of crazy because it shows you like how the baby like pretty much looks in there, and also the actual size, and you can hear like a heartbeat pumping. So it is just wild. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any questions down below or on my Instagram, and maybe I'll show you a little bump date now. Okay, so here is a little bump date. It's gonna be kind of hard to see, but here is my 25-week bump. Maybe I should put this down. 25 weeks, so over 6 months. It is crazy. She's growing very fast, but yeah. Okay, that's all. I'll see you in my next video.